Gobble gobble. Motherfucker. Thankskilling, released in 2009, and this film is starring Wanderlust, Chuck Lamb, Ryan Francis, Aaron Carlson, General Basted, Lance Predmore, Natasha Cordova, and Lindsay Anderson. And the reason why we're talking about Thankskilling today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from one of my supporters, longtime supporter, longtime contributor. For those of you that have been following this channel, you probably have an idea of who it is. Of course, this was a recommendation from Dr. Camp. Thank you very much for this recommendation. You give the best recommendations ever with Night Killer and Sleepwalkers. Most recently, this past October, with Frankenhooker, so thank you so much. Your recommendations are always the best. And you've actually recommended some great films that I'm going to be watching and reviewing in the next couple of months. So Dr. Camp, you are awesome. Thank you so much. And if you'll probably hear it in my voice, at least I feel it, I'm kind of feeling under the weather. Thankfully it's not COVID. At least I haven't tested positive for COVID at all, but it's definitely terrible allergies because, you know, weather here in Michigan loves to be freezing cold one minute and then extremely hot the next. And my sinuses goes, "Da fuck you doing, brah?" So I'm trying to keep up the energy going throughout this review. We'll see what happens. Hundreds of years ago, there was a Native American shaman who was dishonored by a pilgrim. You know, just one Native American that was dishonored by a pilgrim. Just one. So the shaman did a spell to create Turkey, a supernatural beast of a turkey that appears every 500 years to slaughter all the Caucasians he encountered. So here we are in present-day America, and a couple of college students are driving home to spend time with their families during Thanksgiving break. It just so happens that Turkey is resurrected then, and he starts plucking his way throughout the countryside, killing every single Caucasian. And you know what kind of movie this is gonna be when you turn it on, and in the first second, there's a pair of boobs right in your face. Yep, this is that kind of movie. I also love how on the movie poster they're bragging about that. Boobs in the first second. Boobies! Which me, being a heterosexual male, I definitely appreciate. I like that. And actually thinking about it, in the long history that I have of watching movies, I have never seen a movie that began by just zooming in on a pair of breasts right in your face. So, thank you? I guess this is what I'm thankful for. Thankskilling. And then to follow that up, those breasts belong to one of the original pilgrims who was running away from the very first pilgrim dinner because the turkey came alive and was killing all of the pilgrims. And he catches up to this pilgrim, and apparently this turkey can talk. Turkey can talk like gangster, too, because he looks down at her and says, "Nice tits, bitch," and then chops her up with a machete. This is the kind of movie that I'm getting involved in. Thank you very much, Dr. Camp. So after the prologue scene, we actually get a stereotypical paint-by-numbers setup to a horror film where we have a group of teenagers or young adults getting together, and they're all promiscuous. They're all kind of like, hey, let's fuck around with each other. But of course you have the one who's kind of the nerdy one of the bunch and knows all of the technical stuff. You have the jock, you have the slut, you have the drunkard, and then you have our innocent bystander, the innocent protagonist, who's probably going to make it all the way to the end. This is very paint-by-numbers stuff when it comes to horror slasher movies. Except in this one we have a hand puppet of a turkey that goes around with the best catchphrases you have ever heard, and is just... this is so stupid. It's ridiculous, and I love it. I also love the decision in this movie to make the fact that Turkey is a talking turkey and running around killing all of these people, that's not a surprise to anyone. This old redneck is coming out trying to look for his dog, Lassie. And Turkey has already killed Lassie, which, of course, by my movie standards is like, hey, if you kill a dog, you deserve to die. So, Turkey, you deserve to die in this movie, and in the sequel, and into the sequel, and to the musical version that is made about this movie. How awesome is that? But he walks up on the dead dog, and then the turkey comes, and you're like, oh, he had an accident. Because I axed him. Get it? Ha ha ha, bitch. And the guy doesn't seem that shocked that it's a talking turkey. but he comes to the realization that he needs to take him out and kill him, so he makes it like his life goal to kill him, even though he does a terrible job, because all he's doing is just roaming around the forest looking for the turkey, when the turkey is so far gone, it actually gets picked up in a car. Yeah, a guy pulls over, sees the turkey on the side of the road, and is like, "Hey, baby," and opens the door, and is planning on having butt sex with the turkey. And the turkey's like, "Oh, okay, yep, we'll do the butt stuff," and then pulls out a gun on him and makes him call his family to tell him that he loves them, and then blows his brains out, proceeding to drive the car to the Caucasian teenagers so that he can kill them. This plot that just came out of my mouth is the actual plot of the movie. Oh my god, and it's crazy. But as the movie kept rolling out, and we get one absurdity after another absurdity, we get crazy little one-liners from the turkey and from the teenagers, I kept thinking, you know, this isn't too far off from a standard Thanksgiving dinner with a normal family, or a regular family, getting together with uncles and aunts and siblings, nephews, cousins, getting around this huge-ass table, and everyone's talking over each other, probably fights breaking out, arguments happening. This is why I hate Thanksgiving. So, watching this, I'm like, you know, it's not too far off from an actual Thanksgiving dinner. See, there's parallels to this movie. It's actually very intelligent. It's also very intelligent because these kids decide to be like, oh, there has to be something written down about how we can kill this turkey. And then Chrissy, I think her name was Chrissy, I could look it up, but I don't care to. But our protagonist's name is Chrissy. She's like, well, my dad has a lot of books in his house. I'm sure he has something on killer turkeys in there. So let's drive to your father's house, Chrissy, because your dad has, quote, a lot of books. I freaking love it. I love this type of movie now. When I was growing up, I think my family was very elitist when it came to their movie watching, and then growing up in the theater, there's an elitist vibe that goes around there where you need to watch only the auteur stuff when it comes to art and performance art. I have missed out on so much just fun, cheesy shit like this. I wish I could go back and just say, hey, Caleb, just have a great time with Frankenhooker and Thankskilling and Nightcrawler and all this shit, because this is so much fun. We get to the house where the teenagers are searching for the books, but Turkey has already gotten there and has killed Chrissy's father and has Hannibal Lecter his father's face and put the face on the turkey's face to fool the daughter, and apparently it works. That's so ridiculous. Oh, but it sets up for beautiful sequels, and I think I need to check out Thankskilling 2 and 3. Maybe not this year, maybe next year for Thanksgiving, but Thankskilling was a pretty fun time. It's only like an hour 10 long. Just do yourself a favor, sit back, relax, drink a lot of alcohol on Thanksgiving, and watch Thankskilling. You'll thank me for it. I'm gonna give Thankskilling 5 out of 5 mammograms.
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have breast cancer.
So guys, if you've seen Thankskilling, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before, and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you all the next time I'm released next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.